Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4000 Week Records India. Let us continue on where we last left off. So last time, we have expanded the war against the Chinese. We have forced Tibet into a communist government. Very, very soon, we will be able to liberate East Turkestan. And then after that, I'm going to check to see what Total War does. Because I don't know if it means that we're going to have to actually, like, capitulate the Chinese. Because they're at... You know, they're only at 91% right now. The troop counts, I mean, again, they have more units than we do. There's no denying that. Oh, you know what happened? I see. So last time, if you remember, Tibet, like, we lost all of our occupation from Tibet. And that's this is actually a different tag. Because, as you can see here, they have no troop loss. So they didn't actually switch ideologies. They've actually switched tags completely. Which is a very interesting way of doing it, I will say. We have just, like, not too long. Eurovision Song Contest. It's not too long until we're going to be able to establish East Turkestan. And then, again, I'm going to save and just quickly check what the requirements are for Total War. Because, again, a total war against the Chinese, which if it requires us to actually, like, take Beijing, is not happening. Like, it would be such a slow push, especially since we have, like, no equipment. We're missing 20,000 rifles right now, which is a pretty substantial amount of material. Like, we can push the north, I'm sure. Also, is this connected by railway? We actually should quickly build a railway from here to there. I don't know how long that'll take you, but I want that done ASAP. And we're getting more factories on our rifle production because we desperately need guns. A lot of them. But things are looking good. I mean, they're going a lot better than I actually originally thought they would. I really thought we were just going to be in Stalemate City. You can push you, get these guys killed off. For our technology, let's... Next one's 1970 for the next level, huh? Let's get helicopter engines. Sounds good enough for me. At 94, so that's going to allow us to... Oh, we can invite Cambodia to our faction. Are they socialist? Social Democrat. Well, before we do that, I want to liberate East Turkestan. I don't know what that did. It seems like it did nothing at all. What are you? You're at -2? Did it really do nothing? Oh, no. It does exist. It is a puppet state of ours. It just didn't get any territory. But they do own it, and they are our territory. Managed subjects. Are they considered capitulated immediately? Yes. Okay, so I mean, they exist, and that's honestly the more important part here, which is fine. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to quickly check to see what Total War does, and I will return. Okay, so I did go and check what Total War here actually means. And it does mean full-on regime change, which requires, presumably, the capitulation of China. Which, I mean, is it possible? Like looking at the military situation right now, as it stands, is it reasonable to think we can just destroy the Chinese? I mean, maybe? It's hard to say. It's really, really, really hard to say. Because they only have, they have 4 divisions here. So let's see. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... 21, 22, 23, 24. We know, minimum, they have 27. So their entire army is not on our border right now. So it's... I don't know. Now it's up to 29. I mean, it's an interesting prospect. Also, let's quickly go, because I did see... Where is it? Invite Cambodia into our faction. Cambodia. Cambodia government agrees. The Cambodia government has accepted our invitation, agreeing to join our alliance. Excellent. So welcome, Cambodia. Again, they are social democratic, but that is fine. They are partners in the International Compact for Mutual Aid. I mean, I guess we can keep pushing a little bit. See kind of where that leaves us. Military coup in Argentina. Didn't they just survive the coup? Wasn't that a thing that like just happened? Is that they were able to not die? But I might have been mistaken. So see, where do you have any more cities over here? You do not. Again, we would have to push our way to Beijing for full regime change, which is such a tall ask, I think, at least, to demand that to occur. I mean, we'll try going here to get encirclement of these 4 divisions. Ace pilot been promoted. Excellent. I mean, they say they're confident with an attack. And I'm not denying that they would be. Because, yeah, you're now also supplied. It's like, maybe. Ugh. I don't know. Don't want to do anything with Australia quite yet. Pan-Africanism, I don't think we need to worry about. Honestly, there's really nothing for us to actually spend our research points on. We'll go for the personality cult so we can get 5% stability. I think that would be nice for us. Let's kill these 4 Chinese divisions and see what China does. Because if China doesn't have units to fill up this border, then we can just victory point rush them, right? That's how Hoi 4 works. The Svata Tripartite Committee. Tripura may have been a small part of India, but has nevertheless had its own identity. One that could arguably be derived from its history as an independent kingdom centuries ago. So it should be no surprise that when rumors spread that Tirana was about to be annexed into Assam, many felt fearful for its future. Naturally, this led to the creation of the Swarti Tripura Committee, a unified political force that saw the annexation of Tripura as undemocratic, believing the state should be independent part of India. I mean, I'm fine just leaving them be. That's really not a concern of mine. Let's actually have this guy move his way towards Nanning to go capture another supply hub. I mean, maybe we do total war? Like, is that crazy? I don't know. Where's my aircraft? Let's go jet engines. Let's get some engines upgraded. I mean, Red Armies, they say they feel confident in pushing in. Which I don't disbelieve them that they would feel confident with a push. I'm looking everywhere else. Because you're worth 3. Kunming is worth 10. Okay, again, if China does not have the divisions to cover the entire front, and will simply allow us to victory point rush, that does change the math pretty substantially. Get this railroad up. You're still here. China's now down to 90%. Which is still pretty bad. Move our way to Guangzhou next. Moscow has taken 11 states. There's a call to personality. War support, we don't need it any higher. We're already looking fantastic on that regard. I think we just save our political power right now. Where is the stuff regarding Ceylon? It is... Turn you off for the second. It's in anti-colonial struggles, which is you. Keep on putting points. We're at negative 3.5. So a civil war there does look inevitable. At least for the time being. Let's go for 1960s, a little bit too advanced. Sure, let's get maintenance companies. Anti-Tamil violence is negative. So is that -1 in favor of us? Doesn't really seem like it. Okay, we still hold Nanning. The rail line has been severed. I will admit to that. But let's at least get this rail line started. Yeah, I think we're just, again, just bank up some political power for the time being. Formation of the Bucharest Pact. Okay. What does that actually look like? Who's in the Bucharest Pact? Just Bucharest. Okay, well, I don't know if you can call that a pact. It is literally just you, but, you know, go off. You do you, King. I mean, okay, I will say your tank divisions are looking dog shit right now. 10,000 worth 5. You're worth 20 for Chongqing. Chongqing, funnily enough, like, is not a big... It's not a supply hub. Even though you might expect it to be. Belgian UN membership. Keep on taking more territory where we can. Missing production equipment for tactical bombers. Don't worry about you too much. I like how we built this railway and the game's like, what's going on with that railway? Move your way towards Kunming. Push our way forward through the Chinese lines. See, now tanks are becoming a lot better. Because now we're leaving the mountains and we're going into territory that's reasonable to actually go through. We can now establish Greater Tibet, so we can end the war now if we wanted. It's just, again, does it make sense to try to kill China? I could call Tibet, I guess I could call Cambodia into the war as well. I don't see a reason to do that yet, at least. Swari, another Bollywood masterpiece. I mean, the thing is, it gets so far into... Yeah, we need to take Nanjing for 25. Beijing is worth 20. We might even have to push all the way up to Harbin, honestly. For regime change. You know what? I'm going to say... We're going to establish Greater Tibet. Okay? Indian victory. The Indian invaders... Wait, the Indian invasion of Tibet was certainly not as swift as Indian commanders had hoped. But nonetheless, though slow and methodical advance, despite horrific conditions, Tibet has come under Indian control, and the Chinese have been forced to withdraw from the area. The war is over, and India is victorious. Now, I have noticed... You didn't actually give Tibet their territory. So we're going to... State management tool. Control S. Control S. Control S, Control S. Transfer all of that to Tibet. We're then going to make... You... We're going to establish a demilitarized zone for the Chinese. I think that seems fairly reasonable, given the circumstances. Okay, so delete all of your plans. Delete all of your plans. Blue Army. You're just going to hang out in Calcutta for the time being, okay? Red Army will have you stationed, you know, just wherever around here is fine. Okay, next up then. Now that we've won our war, I guess we'll do Arabian Nights. We can actually start maybe planning invasions of the Middle East as well. Like, that went really, really nicely. The Moscow Red Army is invading a handful of people. Who are they invading? Oh, like just some smaller allies there. That is fine. No biggie there whatsoever. Yes, our units will return home. All of that's looking fantastic. I am very, very, very happy with the way that this war has gone. I honestly, I don't know if we could have had better. Invade, Punjeri, fund, Ceylon, Separatist, Revolution Madagascar. I'm going to fund the Separatist here. I was going to get him down to 4. Okay. Dainik Shinivner is one of the most widely circulated Marathi language newspapers in India, having just been founded by Vishwanthro Wabul in November of 1955. The paper serves to connect and inform Marathi speakers, especially the poorest people of Maharashtra. It is most evident with their stated mission to serve the downtrodden, the Dalits, laborers, and to spread the message of secularism and national integrity. Due to this, it has been adopted as a nonpartisan position, while also striving to be as unbiased as possible. While it's a boost in popularity in recent months, the people of Maratha will become better informed and educated as a result. So, okay, so we also want to start a border war. We can send a handful, let's just say half of this army. We want to make you into a different group. We'll throw you in charge here. That's fine. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a... I don't know why I even did it like this. You can just draw the actual front line around Pondicherry. Send those troops down there. We can save our political power. Try to start up a border crisis. Are we going to go to war with the Toronto Accord over Pondicherry? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure we won't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that won't happen. I'm hoping at least. So let's see. Is there any new information here? Industrialization. We are still an agrarian economy. GDP, 113 billion. I mean, that sounds pretty good. GDP per capita is not as great. Government type, we are authoritarian. We're not part of any supranational organization. I mean, again, I wouldn't mind becoming a member of the UN. Economic blocks, you guys are part of the Commonwealth of Nations. You guys are part of the European trade community. And I feel like we've got a pretty decent sphere of influence. And again, we still want Sikkim. We still want Bhutan. And I might just directly annex Low using Event Console, because I don't know if there's anything we can actually do with that regarding the Himalayan crisis. But I mean, we've got some good allies here. And again, still, we're trying our best to fund the Communist Party in China. I don't know how well this really will work for us. I mean, we're still pretty far away from reaching that goal. It's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, so Arabian Nights. The Middle East is increasingly becoming a vital region in a new Cold War between German-dominated Europe, which doesn't exist anymore, and Anglo-American bloc. Rich in key natural resources like oil, it nonetheless remains a large part under the boot of the British Empire. Okay, so we're going to go with basking and Pan-Arabianism. I mean, if anything at this point, like, Germany should be our ally. You know, they're socialist. I mean, they're mostly dominated by the conservatives, but the conservatives aren't actually in power in the country, at least not yet. Maybe when they have an election, that might quickly change. But we'll see. We'll see. How are these numbers looking now? A little bit better now that we're not occupying a large swath of China. 125 political power. Let's utilize you. God, there's so many things we can do. We don't need to influence Cambodia. They're already in our sphere. Anything we do with you? Invade Puducherry, fund silent communists. I do want to invade Puducherry. Start a border crisis with the French. Okay. The Northeastern Reorganization Committee, tasked with setting out the plan for border redrawing, has returned with its results. In the border reform plan, the committee proposes the establishment of the Mizo Autonomous Republic and the Naga Autonomous Republic in Mizoram and Nagaland, respectively. This would give much greater autonomy to the Mizo and Naga ethnic groups in the northeastern region. While met with support with local leaders and some politicians, others in Delhi have criticized the proposal, blaming the creation of ethnic republics as concessions to bourgeois nationalism. I think we are fine establishing the smaller republics. Contacts. Turkish comrades. See, this says we can influence, which I'm assuming is this mechanic here. Toronto Accord, intervention in Russia. Wait, so who are they? Wait, who are you at war with then? Or are they just sending volunteers to the Russian Republic? I'm not too sure which way they're going to be swinging there. Indian troops enter Pondicherry. Indian troops have entered Pondicherry and raised their flag above the colonial administrative building. The population has welcomed the soldiers as liberators. Excellent. We're going to send all these troops over to Goa now. Now, hopefully the French are not going to get too pissy about it. So if I click this button to contact... Yeah, so that just throws them here. But that costs, what, 700 political power in order to actually get them in your sphere of influence? And, like, we don't generate a lot. Like, maybe maybe the United States and Germany and other big major countries are able to generate political power faster. But, like, that would take almost, what? At 1.7 per day, like, it's going to take almost 2 years. So I think we just turn all of this off for now. I don't think it's even worth looking at. Community of Ceylon, SRL Pogrom. It's -5. Right now they're -4. We could fund communist. But, I don't think that does anything for you. Unrest in Rhodesia. With the failure of Central African Federation, unrest from various factions have been rising in the region. On one hand, African activists, frustrated that even this small step towards decolonization and home rule has been abandoned, are once again calling for protests against continued British rule. On the other hand, white Rhodesians feel increasingly abandoned by the British government and its brief attempt to move forward towards majority rule. Okay, so we can now intervene in Rhodesia. Bhutan is... We do want to influence them. This, I honestly don't think that has done, like, anything for us. Okay, now their influence is going back down. I don't know how you can actually outcompete the Kuomintang there. Like, it seems very, very difficult to do. Adaptation in Goa. In the Portuguese colony of Goa on the western coast, a riot has erupted after a group of unarmed and peaceful Indian activists entered Goa to protest its occupation by Portugal. The activists were ruthlessly put down by Portuguese police, including beating and summary executions of some of the protesters. The event shocked the local Goans and have driven them into riots across the territory. An opportunity for sure. Okay, we can ignore you. Where is this information about Rhodesia? It's not here. It's not you. It's not you. Urban agitation. We have 20 points to do. No, we don't have 20 points. Right? We have 4. I mean, this gives them 30. So you can spend those points. But yeah, like this, like, it's never going to be, it's never going to happen. Which is sad. Okay, Portugal suppresses riots. The riots that erupted in Goa have been suppressed by the Portuguese police. The rioters and protesters were arrested and beaten savagely. Amongst them were Indian citizens. But I think with that, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. If not enjoy, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.